I found the donor who saved my life. She was the drunk driver who killed my parents. My bone marrow transplant was a miracle. After 3 years of searching for a match, an anonymous donor saved my life at 16. Yesterday, my 25th birthday, I opened the letter revealing her identity. She's serving 15 years for the drunk driving accident that killed my parents when I was 12. The envelope sat on my kitchen counter for a week after it arrived. 3 years of wondering who saved me, followed by months of paperwork to request the donor's identity. I almost threw it away twice. My fiancé Mark watched me circling it like a nervous cat. Whatever's in there doesn't change the fact that you are alive because of them, he said, squeezing my shoulder. When I finally opened it last night, a single page fell out. The donor's name was Rebecca Winters, 42, currently at Lakewood Women's Correctional. The letter included a brief note saying she'd consented to share her identity and contact information. I nearly dropped the paper when I saw the name. Rebecca Winters, the woman whose headlights appeared on the wrong side of the highway that rainy October night, the woman who walked away with a broken arm while my parents died instantly, the woman whose name I'd heard repeated 3 years of court proceedings while I moved between relatives who couldn't handle a grieving, then sick teenager. I was diagnosed with leukemia 9 months after the accident. Some doctors suggested the stress and trauma might have triggered it. By 15, I was running out of options. No family members matched. The National Registry yielded nothing. Then came an anonymous match, perfect compatibility. The transplant worked, and while recovery was brutal, I survived. Mark, I whispered, my voice shaking. It's her. The woman who killed my parents is my donor. He took the paper, confusion turning to shock. How is that even possible? I called my Aunt Claire immediately, my only remaining connection to my parents. I knew, she said after a long pause. Her lawyer contacted us during your 3rd round of chemo. She'd been following your case in the local paper and insisted on being tested. Why didn't you tell me? I demanded. Would you have accepted if you'd known? She was right, I wouldn't have. I couldn't sleep. Mark held me while I cycled through rage, confusion, and a sickening sense of debt. I was alive because of the woman who destroyed my family. The cosmic cruelty felt like a bad joke. At 3 a.m., I found myself searching for her online court records, news articles with her mugshot, a hollow-eyed woman being led away in handcuffs, then an older photo, Rebecca receiving a teaching award, smiling beside students. She'd been an elementary school art teacher. One article mentioned she'd begun speaking at high schools about drunk driving after serving 5 years. Another noted she'd joined a prison bone marrow registry program, becoming an advocate for inmate donation. I found myself typing an email to the prison liaison. The words came without planning. My name is Elise Warner. Rebecca Winters killed my parents and then saved my life. I'd like to meet her. This morning, the liaison responded. Rebecca has agreed to meet, but asked me to consider one question first. Am I coming for answers, forgiveness, or to make her suffer more? I don't know which it is. Maybe all three. The irony doesn't escape me. Her blood runs through my veins. The woman who orphaned me is the reason I am alive, to plan my wedding, to graduate college, to have a future at all tomorrow. I visit the prison. Mark asked if I want him to come. I said no. Some conversations need to happen alone. I am bringing 2 photos. One of my parents on their last anniversary and one of me on graduation day. I don't know what I'll say to her. I only know that 2 broken lives have become impossibly intertwined, and neither of us chose this strange, terrible connection.